Hey guys, I want to show you something really cool. This morning I was really wanting to do some analog step style sequencing, and I don't really have one. And I start to think, when it comes to troubleshooting audio, the best way to solve a problem is to think about the root problem. If you focus on the means instead of the actual ends you're trying to reach, sometimes a very obvious solution comes to mind. And so instead of me focusing on the analog gear I don't have, I was try to think, what am I trying to accomplish? Well, I want a step sequencer that allows me to patch in things like envelopes and filters, voltage information for pitch, and all that. So I started to think about how can I use logic as a step sequencer, and I've developed a way to do this. So here's my beta, my first pass, my beta, and it's an 8-step sequence using a multi-instrument. And I wanted to use a multi-instrument because then even in the synth I could change the envelope, I could change filters, I could do all kinds of stuff, even change the sample or sound that's being generated. The downside is that you can't really adjust pitch. So that was kind of the solution here. If you go into each step and you change the if you adjust the transposition either one, it's going to change the routing. So in order for this to work, you had to go into the sequencer or the sampler and designate, okay, when I designate this, where are my zones? Here's the lowest note, so I had to route that to 3 and 4, route that to 5 and 6. So yes, you could play any note within this perfect fourth, but beyond that, you would be sending this, if you played that next B flat, it would route it to the next bus. So that with this multi-instrument, that would send it to the next track over here, and that kind of goofs up the step sequencer. So anyway, here's what we got. We've got 8 steps. For some reason, it starts here with the second step, and it goes back to the first. Yeah, I was looking for my inputs, but they're hidden. Okay, here we go. Let's just take a listen. So that's the 8th step. And then I just added plugins that sounded weird, and I copied that channel strip. So as it plays, I'll add these effects. High pass, low pass. Yeah, so all kinds of stuff you can do there. And the pitch adjustment, I just kind of put in some random numbers here. It's not really musical, it's more just weirdness. So here's what it sounds like. I'll turn these on one by one. All right, so I went through that process, and of course you can add whatever into each system that you want. Whoops, I have everything selected. You can add whatever you want on each channel strip. I just given you a quick example of each one, what each one sounds like. You can turn on and off whatever you want, as many as you want. Okay, so after experiencing that, and seeing the limitations, especially of pitch, I did my second version. I'll try to go through this quicker. Don't save. Go, 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 go. All right, so in this one, I put in 16 instances of EXS24 playing a Moog sample I created and pitch corrected. So in terms of pitch adjustment, you can change any way you want. You can go to the region, you could add polyphony, make a chord on each beat. Let me zoom in. You can see there's the downbeat of 1. The next second step is the and of 1. They cycle through, and every fourth track is colored red, so you can kind of keep track of where things are. All right. So in terms of pitch correction, all you do is adjust it here or in here. The steps, you can go by step here, or you can go by octave if you adjust the right hand arrows. Okay, so let's take a listen to this one. I'll slowly activate them. Here we go. All right, and again, you can adjust those however you want. Okay, so I did that, experienced the benefits and the downsides of this. Of course, you could adjust panning, send things where you want. And here is the last one I created with a couple more, even a couple more tweaks. Close, don't save. Once again, I use the color scheme of the tracks that are on kind of on downbeats, or at least every fourth step. And this time, you'll see on all the first steps, I have an ES2. So all the red tracks have ES2. The second step in the sequence would have ESP. And all the third tracks have the EFM. And then retro synth on all the fourth steps. And each of those, they all have the same sound. Every track that has the ES2 has the same sound. So it cycles through those 4 sounds as it goes along. Right. And some of those sounds I tweaked and stuff just to try to find something I thought would be usable. And same with the plugins. Some of them are presets. Some of them have been tweaked with for maximum weirdness. All right, here we go. Let's take a listen to this one. Shift gave a lot. That the buses are linked. Whoa, somehow. Oh, I see, we didn't get to a red track. None of the red tracks are being sent. And if that made sense to me, if you don't want that, you can either hit Command G to bypass the group, and then you can adjust individual sends, or you can go into the mix menu, show groups, and for each group you can turn off the send. This kind of unlinks them as the way it operates. You just unselect stuff you don't want to be linked. I also attach the panning on the first group but not the others, because it seems like if these are more downbeat or emphases, then you want them usually in the center, but then the other ones I left independent so you could pan how you want. Just leave a couple of things panned in weird places. Okay. Then with the pitch, let's go ahead and show you how you can change the pitch. For each one, I'm going to select the track, then from there I can down arrow in order to get to the next track, and I'll just randomly choose pitches here to adjust to. Whoops. Here we go. I'll hit spacebar. like I said, you can go in, you can add whatever you want. You can make this into a chord with Option drag. Whoops, that was a miss. Where'd it go? I must have held the wrong keyboard shortcut. Where'd it go? Where's my note? There it is. So C, Option, maybe a G, and Option drag E. So all kinds of stuff you can do. If you're interested in these, you can go to my website, petebuckwald.com, go to the store, and if you just enter, you can give your credit card information here if you want. If you'd rather do PayPal, just email me at Pete_Buckwald. You know what? Just go to the home screen here, hit contact, and just go through that. And the email address connected to this should be my Yahoo. And if you send the payment there, I will reply and give you the download. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope this is interesting and helpful. And make sure to check out my other blog posts on creativeaudioproduction.com. And that's about it. See ya.